Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, your Movie Apprentice, and today we continue our Ghibli watch through with the big one.
Big one. The big one.
The big one! What is the big one?
Spirited Away, directed by Hayao Miyazaki. A young girl by the name of Chihiro gets spirited away to the spirit world after her family discovers an abandoned amusement park. Before I get into the review, if you like what I do on this channel, consider clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel while hitting that bell notification for more reviews like this coming all the time. But without further ado, let's get into this review. So I was a little bit nervous going into this. I've been going through all the Ghibli films and I find that my favourite ones are usually the ones that I don't hear too much about and the ones that everyone goes nuts over. I find to be either lackluster or just good films but not amazing. And this is the one that everyone talks about. There are always gifs of Chihiro and No Face on that train when people talk about Ghibli in their tweets. So I was very nervous that this was going to be another one that let me down. But my god, this one actually lived up to the hype in more ways than one. For one, this is probably one of the best looking animated films I have ever seen. I would dare to say that this is easily the best looking 2D drawn animation film ever made. It is gorgeous, from the set designs to the artistry to the meticulous details they take on certain settings. I know I've been gushing about that on a lot of these Ghibli reviews before, but everything down to the old woman's rings, to the candelabras, to the chandeliers, to the temple's details, from the more extravagant areas for the customers to the more lesser, lower-based workmen's quarters. Every detail of this is vibrantly coloured and etched out, and things like weight are felt. It's just a gorgeous piece of cinema. This is an absolutely beautiful movie. This is the standard. This is the bar that every animated film in 2D drawing has to meet for me now after the 2000s. So hopefully the rest of the Ghibli films have this sort of look to it, because Jesus, and the designs of these characters are absolutely amazing. Chihiro is by far the most basic looking, but she stands out a lot because of the colourful characters around here. Two sorcerers with their massive heads, this overgrown baby, there's an operator with many arms, there are filthy spirits that have an analogy to pollution, which I'll get to later. No Face as well, simple design, but he has this adorable yet creepy look about him, which I absolutely adore. The characters are all memorable. Chihiro, Haku, Yubaba, her sister Zeniba, No Face. These guys all have their own particular look and styles about them. Not any two character really looks the same. The only ones that feel very generic and default are the washerwoman. But all the spirit customers that come through this building are beautiful. This is just a gorgeous film to look at, and there's a lot of great characters in this. And this film is 2.5 hours long, give or take, and you know a film is amazing when you get to the end and you want to see more, and the film's already 2.5 hours long. There is a point where it feels like we're starting the third act, but the film ends 15 minutes later, and I honestly would have loved to have seen that last 15 minutes stretched out for another half hour just to go more in depth, because it did feel a bit rushed. I think that's the only problem I have with this film, is that the ending felt a little bit rushed. But a lot of the Ghibli films kind of end suddenly, so it's kind of par of the course for them. This is one of the few times where I just want to see more added on to this. The pacing in this film is brilliant. 2.5 hours long. Not once did I feel the runtime. I felt this was meticulously paced. The slow build up to Chihiro being spirited away and meeting all these individual characters. The sequence where she's trying to hide from him to the sequence where she's working for him. It's all just meshes together perfectly. The story between her and her friend is a really tightly knit one. I love the transformations. I love the symbolism they make in this. There are a few different themes in this. Pollution, for one, is a big one. There are a couple of direct references to nature being destroyed by humanity's pollution, but they're doing it in a very subtle way. It's not like Pom Poko or Princess Mononoke where it's quite heavy-handed with it. Spirited Away is very low-key with it, but it's plain to see and it's easy to make that connection. There is also the theme of valuing monetary possessions over the things that should matter most to you. I won't go into what that is, but it was a powerful, powerful moment where one character asks another if they even recognize this thing they are looking at, and they call it ugly and insult it. But we as the audience know what it is, and we know if they knew, they would never have insulted it in that way. But this character is so encompassed in monetary and valued possessions that they don't look at the bigger picture and what is most important in life. And the finale, the little thing that is spelt out, not gonna lie, I called it first time watching it. I called it, I am brilliant, I can escape the spirit world. But it was a clever play on the old trope of passing a test. There's not really too much I can say about this film. I can just gush for 20 minutes about the colours, the meticulous art style, the details they put on every little frame. The pacing is beautiful, the characters are absolutely amazing. Spirited Away is just, long story short, a masterpiece. This is an absolute masterpiece of a movie. Every character's motivations make sense. The designs are beautiful. The colours are vibrant as hell. And the main character is the perfect lead to take us through this. She goes through quite a change. She's a bit bratty at the start, but she grows in independence and becomes a bit more sentimental for all the other things in her life as the film progresses. So overall, I'm going to have to say that Spirited Away for me is a perfect cup of tea. So Spirited Away, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. If you do like watching this channel and you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Consider dropping that like button to help with the algorithm. Really helps the videos get out there. And subscribe to the channel to follow me to the end of this Ghibli timeline. Not gonna lie, feel like I'm at the peak now. Can it get better? I am not quite sure, but I am very much looking forward to find out. This studio does amazing work. Even the ones that are towards the bottom of my list of my Ghibli film rankings are great films, and that says a lot about a studio, that there are very, very few films that you can say are just okay. A lot of them are good to great, so do not stab me when the list ranking finally comes out. But until next time, my name is Josh, I have been your Movie Apprentice, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thank you for watching and thank you for making it to the end of the video. While you are here, if you haven't done it yet, please feel free to drop a like and consider hitting that subscribe button for more reviews coming all the time. And also, while you are here, there are some other videos over there that you might want to sink your teeth into. Have a good day, guys, and do enjoy.